Big shout out to Benjamin Sloan, Delich, Jessica Muller, Natisha Carter, and Pick Prince.
All right, so we're in a neighborhood right now. I was told there was a turtle that nested. The woman is really nice. It messed around with her garden bed and it dug up some different stuff. And I want to protect the nest, but I can't protect it here because this black mulch is very dry. These are all test holes. See right there? There's a test hole, Donny.
Yeah.
See that? And what it's doing is it's irritating people because it comes over and digs up the dirt and makes kind of like a mess of their flower bed. So she's nice enough to me, but she's hard of hearing. So I'm just gonna kind of sneak in here and I'm gonna translocate this nest to a safer place where I can protect it. So what I've noticed, this stuff, so it's dyed. This stuff gets really hot. And these guys are nesting about 4 inches underground usually. And this causes the ground to heat up, gets hot as well as dry, and that is death. So I've actually tried to protect a couple nests over this exact same material, and my nests never hatch. And when I open it up and look why, the eggs are just like custard. I think they're frying. Okay, so see that right there? You wouldn't even know that that's a turtle nest. And hopefully that is a turtle nest. Donny, take your, ready? Take your finger.
Take my finger? Yeah.
I want you to...
By putting it in there?
Put it in there for a second.
Okay, yeah.
And I want you to, just feel around a little bit.
Okay.
What do you feel? Do you feel like all of a sudden it gets like soft and there's like a little opening?
Yeah, this is all soft.
Carefully put your finger down a little further.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Can you touch an egg? You might touch an egg.
Oh God, it's opening up.
Yep.
Oh, I think I got one right here.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a nest.
Yep. Sure do.
Okay, I'll put this back. We want to protect these nests because their survivorship isn't very good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move this nest to a different spot that I know successfully produces baby turtles. So this ground is so dry, it's already starting to desiccate the egg. Now, okay, very important thing. So relocating nests is not an easy thing because you want to get them within the first 10 hours or so, and you don't want to change orientation of the nest. So I don't know if that's like it could be a painted turtle. So see that? And I'm going to keep the orientation. So whatever the top is, I want to keep that and put it right there. Okay, so that's it. So this is take a.
There's a lot of roots here, man. They had to get through.
Yep, it's amazing how persistent they are. So yeah, so usually so it's about like four inches from the top of the mulch. Okay, so I this is pretty much the cavity. I feel confident we got the eggs. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, people get really neurotic about their mulch. Yeah. And that's barely covering it all, but I don't want to. This person was nice enough to tolerate me and the turtles, and I just...
Kevin's afraid of her.
No, I don't. Dude, see right here? This area right here, we get a lot of turtle action. This is where they used to live, but there's houses here. But the turtles still key into everything. So some of the favorite places to nest, right here. They love to nest here.
In the front of these people's yards?
They do. And okay.
Only New Hampshire can you give them stuff like this.
So they're coming for that, okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna get busted. See right there. Okay.
No?
That's a turtle nest. See, I just go around here and I look at these for disturbed areas. God. Okay.
What's that, Kevin?
That's a wood turtle egg. These are wood turtle eggs.
And did it perish? Or
yeah, these got dug up.
What do you think dug it up?
Probably a skunk.
Skunk.
Kind of stuff. what the wood turtles do.
These little holes? Yeah, there's a real prominent one right there.
Painted turtles will nest out back, but the wood turtles come around here. When we cleared all this, it caused the turtles to come up here because they were going out on the roads. So I made friends with all the people here, but this is a heavy turtle area. This whole, right here, this is all worn out from turtles coming up and down. Sometimes there's turtles right here. The reason why wood turtles live in streams, wood turtles are not good swimmers. They kind of walk along the bottom. If they don't have a nice cool stream where the water has a high oxygen content, when they're underwater, they can stay underwater long because they're absorbing oxygen through their butt and inside their mouth. So if I put them in, let's say, a pond or stagnant water, they're constantly having to come up just like any other turtle, and they're constantly having to breathe. But if I put them in cold water with a high oxygen content, they're going to stay underwater longer without drowning. So yeah, there's a couple different things. So if you have warm water, when water gets above 82 degrees Fahrenheit, its ability to hold oxygen is minimal. But if you start dropping it down to the 70s, it can hold a lot more oxygen, and that's probably enough oxygen to sustain a wood turtle. You know, they have a slower metabolism and whatnot. They'll just sit on the bottom and sleep. Fish right up there. Right there. Yep. These are piranha. Watch. This is my wild population of pet turtles. Here's one coming in right now. So those two that are sitting there staring at us. See those two?
Yeah, I can see them.
Move slowly and they... That's cool. It's good for your peace of mind. We created some nesting areas.
Yes, you did some nesting right here last time with the grading.
I'm going to put it right where they successfully hatched before. So right off the bat, I think I'm literally putting in the same cavity where the turtle nest was last year. We're gonna, that depth is about the same. So you might note that the water's right there.
Yes.
Very important. That's all water, and I made an alley right here.
Yeah.
So
when they get out,
yeah,
tell me why that matters.
Yeah, you want to get them as close to the water as possible if you want them to live. Not too exciting looking clutch of eggs, but I don't rotate them. And just going to put these right here, here.
What's at the top of those eggs, Kevin, that's so important to keep like that?
So what happens is the embryo attaches itself, and if you start turning it, it breaks free and then the embryo dies. So then you have no baby turtle in the future. And I'm going to backfill. One other thing I can come out and do is I can water these. So here we go. Kind of putting some...
You can water these so they don't desiccate?
Yeah. So I can just come out with a little 16 ounces of water and just dump it around the nest. I'm going to pack a little bit. When you watch these females nest, they'll take like easily a half hour to an hour just trying to disguise their nest. So see that like that? Not too bad. And if I leave this end open, then I'm going to stake this whole thing, okay? And the stake serves a couple purposes. It prevents people from riding over it. So everything loves turtle eggs. So in this area we have bobcat. Not saying that bobcat predate nests. We have bobcat, we have skunk, we have possums, we have fishers, we have crows, we have ravens, and crows and ravens will predate nests. They'll also predate nesting turtles. So all these different things, anything will take advantage of a turtle nest.
How do these turtles know where the water is?
They somehow naturally seem to know.
Ah.
So right here,
Mm-hmm.
you got a little little escape hatch. And these are protected and staked. And a lot of times I barricade this stuff and I put cameras on it. So
cameras out here.
I've gotten to the point where these people are
It's for us not stealing your cameras, man. People are
not stealing. No, not stealing my camera. I've tried to just tell them I'm the crazy. Look, I even leave my empty camera there. Wood turtles use alleys, and they're always looking at the horizons. When they're looking for a place to nest, they look at a horizon and look for an opening. This was all trees. I come in here and take the trees down. And this is kind of what wood turtles like. Here's, look at all these sundew plants. That's a carnivorous plant. So it puts that little bit of sticky nectar out there. Donnie's getting massacred by bugs. And it'll track like a little bug. Bug will get stuck in there, and then slowly the plant absorbs the bug. Remember my albino snapping turtle that got bit while it was breeding another one? This has been a long time coming as far as healing. With reptiles, they don't always heal really fast, and this was really kind of complicated. But through diligence, I'm right at the end where I'm feeling good about this guy, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. This got so damaged, guys. So this guy's been through antibiotics, probably at least 60 baths of disinfectant. This is really looking good. So this is what makes him a boy. And we're about ready to get it back inside him, so it's finally not damaged. Do you remember what this even looked like, Donnie?
Yeah,
this has been
huge.
Horrific.
Yeah, it was very, very
So there's
gross.
a lot of necroses. So what you don't want to do whenever you have any kind of prolapse or any body organs outside the body, you don't want them to go back in the body when they're still damaged or there's necrotic tissue. Because now we're doing is out of sight, out of mind doesn't mean health is going to reoccur. So this guy's gone through antibiotics, clean water, lots of different stuff. But I feel I can, yeah, this is going to go in. It's going to recede in. That was a big learning experience for me.
What'd you learn?
I learned that while this guy's breeding another one, maybe one of the other ones think this is a food opportunity, and it was horrific. So this has been some time going, and I've done is I've given her a lot of room in this Freedom Breeder drawer. This is really good. That's one of the eggs. So that's egg number 2 we've got out of her. So these are the eggs that I actually removed the material from. So instead of really kind of being ignorant, I've kind of let nature take its course. Let's take a look at her behavior. Really good. Long tongue flicks. Feeling good about that. Let's look at her belly. There's a place right here. I got her, and right here.
Now that should heal up.
Oh yeah, that's going to heal. So we're going to just, continue. I give her all the room because I really want her to move around so she can get fixed. Remember, this was not my snake. This snake, the owner was in desperation, and he tried to make appointments with 9 different vets. So I was the last case scenario, but I feel pretty good. I think he's going to get his pet snake back. And haven't tried feeding or anything like that, but she's already gone through her course of antibiotics. So supportive care is always very important, guys. So making sure you're nailing the husbandry, making sure you're just keeping, things as quiet and stress-free as possible. I've just been kind of leaving her alone. And then you get this. This is a water monitor. That's a het black dragon that had severe metabolic bone disease. The owner somehow missed some of what needed to happen. So this animal got incredible, and I mean severe metabolic bone disease. And that means the building blocks of minerals such as calcium was no longer evident in this animal's diet. And when the animal was growing, its bones were very, very soft. Now let's remember one thing. When we're raising reptiles, the whole metabolic process involves the use of calcium from the diet. And if we allow these guys to ingest food that doesn't have calcium, so there isn't even calcium available to build bones, these animals will suffer and they'll ultimately have horrible abnormalities in their growth. You can still see a bit of this going on with the mouth, but feeding things like hot dogs and such is no good. Now we have a nice strong lower mandible. Animal's wonderful. This is one of our wonderfully socialized animals. She's a doll. So we've been giving her calcium. So what we do with monitors, we give them calcium with D3. So like a good quality Zoomed or Apache, calcium with D3. And then we supplement the food, make sure the food's really good. There's a lot of complete rodents. So we have internal organs and stuff. If I just feed this animal just flesh of rodents and such, that's not going to be enough. In the metabolic process, when you have calcium, besides building bones, calcium is also used for nerves. So the communication of receptors for your nerve commands, and also the whole process of food digestion. After all the acid in the stomach has dissolved the food or broken it down enough, what happens is the animal needs to neutralize all that acid. So they neutralize that acid with something that's base, such as calcium. So what the animal does is it robs the calcium from its bones, because the bones are a calcium reserve. So we have alkaline or base materials, minerals that are in the bones, such as magnesium and stuff like that, that then get robbed from the bones. They go to the stomach to neutralize the acid. That whole process is called metabolic acidosis. So there's way more to this than sometimes people know. But I'm the dork that's going to tell you about it.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you. God. Let's get tattoos on his face.
It does.
I'm going to have to airbrush those out.
No, I want to work here forever.
Oh, no.
This one's for Kevin. I got this one for Kevin.
Yeah, you should get his name under
Here.
there.
I should.
No more tattoos on your
You
face.
should get nerd stuff on your body.
Or I'm just going to pull this clutch of eggs that I let a female retic incubate herself. So a lot of times we do our own artificial incubation, which is often a lot cleaner, have better control of it. But sometimes I'll let a female just incubate herself. This female has incubated multiple clutches herself. I just kind of do a little bit for fun. And
We made a video about this, remember, Kevin? It was a long time ago.
yeah, I know. Of course I remember.
Okay.
And it's scary because there's one big mass and all the ones inside, they get trapped. So I'm going to try to pull this clutch right now, and the mother is very protective. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay.
Can I pull this a little bit? Or no, you want like that? Okay,
I'm
Kevin.
going to just, this is just stressful. Watch out, I just don't want her to come ripping out of the cage. She's very protective, very good mommy.
You're doing pretty good considering. You almost got them all.
Certainly cleaner when you incubate yourself, because she's had a shed while she's been on her eggs.
This is how they look in the wild, though, right?
Yeah, this is going to protect these last eggs hard. She's a good mom. Yeah, pretty good. Okay.
You did it.
Amazing.
Easy peasy.
Okay, so. I can swivel this around. All right, so we have a handful of eggs that desiccated. That are no good. But once again, this is just showing you have a bit more control. Look at this. Look at this horrible looking egg. And even that has a little baby. Has an orange ghost stripe retic right there. So that egg really doesn't look so pretty, but it's okay. Get rid of. It's really hard for me to control the humidity per egg. So the media is what actually comes in contact with the eggs, and then the eggs can pull from the media the moisture that they need. That's a little cowrie tick. You can see that little guy. So I can see all the blood vessels have dropped. So you don't have blood vessels all up here. So it is safe to cut like that. 6. $36 go months.
Pretty good haul.
We'll see what they look like when they're out.
All right. I gotta turn my camera on, dude.
You didn't turn your camera on.